WASA. Schools, are you ready? WASA. We in the know. WASA. We H2O. WASA.
WASA's 5th National Schools Quiz Competition in the know with H2O. WASA 50 years and beyond.
This year we talking history.
The history of WASA, the water and wastewater sector and future plans.
WASA. So if you're ready, show us what you know in the know with H2O. WASA 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know with H2O. WASA.
WASA, water security for every sector. Deliver it, sustain it.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 4th and last quarter-final round match of WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition in the know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. I'm your host, Vernon Ramazar, and we're coming to you live from WASA's Public Education Centre in St. Joseph, the region's #1 source for all things water. Feel free to pay them a visit, but if you can't, you can also log on to www.wasa.gov.tt. Now, if you've been viewing the quiz thus far, you would have gathered loads of new information and educational facts on the history of WASA, water, wastewater sector, and the future plans. And one thing you can bank on is that there are many more interesting details to come. You just have to stay tuned. So let's get things moving. Here are the rules.
The buzzer should only be tapped after the moderator finishes reading the question. If the buzzer is tapped prior to the moderator completing the question will automatically be passed to the opposing team. There are 5 rounds of competition. During rounds 1 to 4, students are restricted from communicating with each other. Participant 1 on either team will answer question 1 alone. Participant 2 on either team will answer question 2, etc. If any student is found answering another's question, the student will be disqualified. 100 points will be awarded for all correct answers. 0 points will be awarded for incorrect answers and for partially correct answers. The judges will decide to award 50 or 75 points or ask for clarification towards awarding the total of 100. Teams can earn a maximum of 2,000 points, that is 20 questions by 100 points. If a team is asked a question and does not answer it correctly, the question will be handed over to the other team to answer. If the second team answers correctly, they are awarded 50 points, that is half of the points. The judges can also award 25 points for a partially correct answer. During round 5, students can collaborate as this round offers team questions and hence the answer can be discussed. Questions will be posted to the teams individually. After the host reads the question, a total of 15 seconds will be given to participants to collaborate and begin their response. If a team fails to begin their response within the allotted 15 seconds, 0 points will be awarded for the question. The judge's decision is final.
Well, those were the rules, and now your judges. Joining us today is Head Judge Roger Karam, Senior Manager Regulatory and Emergency Management, Sarah Jade Gavaya, Environmental Specialist, and Ruben George, Public Education Officer. As usual, they're all employees of WASA. At stake for the winning school is $100,000 cash and a one-of-a-kind championship trophy. Having said that, here are today's contenders. St. Mary's College and Presentation College, Chaguanas. Jonathan Rhodes of St. Mary's College, who is on your team?
Joshua Datu, Alex Oliveri, and Kevin Sanko.
Thank you very much, Jonathan. Now, Ranjiva Bridgelal of Presentation College, please introduce your teammates.
To my left is Ajay Mohammed, to his left is Jovan Thomas, and to his left is Nicholas Leonard.
Thank you, Ranjiva. We take a short break, but when we return, the action begins. Keep it locked to CTV or stream with us on ctntworld.com. WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition in the know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. We'll be back after this.
So if you're ready, show us what you know in the know with H2O. WASA 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know with H2O. WASA.
When they run the pipeline and they put on the water in the tap, everybody feels so good that you know water after so many years.
I talked to all my neighbors and they were so happy to know that we're getting water.
No, I don't have no problem like this. I'm glad that I have running water for me and for my daughter.
WASA, celebrating 50 years of service. When you waste water, you waste one of the most precious resources on earth. Without water, the little things you do will be almost impossible to accomplish, and your life will never be the same. Don't waste water. Fix your leaking tank. Add leaking taps. Use a bucket or a watering can instead of a hose. Don't leave your tap running. Only wash large loads of clothes. And remember to only use what you need to get the job done. Water we need. Don't waste it. A message from the Water and the Sewerage Authority.
So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the know it is to oh. WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know it is to oh. WASA.
Welcome back to WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz in the Know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. Coming to you live from WASA's Public Education Center in St. Joseph and transmitting on the #1 station for local programming, CTV. Teams, before we get the ball rolling, let's get reacquainted with the categories. History of the water sector. History of the wastewater sector. Social, economic, and leadership impacts. Future plans beyond 24/7 and 2015. And corporatization. Quarterfinal 4, round 1, history of the water sector, begins now. If I can have team captains, Jonathan of St. Mary's and Ranjiva of Presentation College, Shivonis, come forward. Let's go to our first question. Multiple choice, please wait till I've read all the options. Which governor started the process of acquiring lands to construct Trinidad and Tobago's first reservoir? A, Sir Jose Maria Chacon, B, Sir Frederick Napier Broome, C, Sir Horace Archer Byatt, or D, Sir Charles Eliot? Presentation College.
D, Sir Charles Eliot.
Absolutely correct. Well done. And now Joshua of St. Mary's and AJ of Presentation College. Your question. Which water treatment plant began supplying residents of North and Central Trinidad on Christmas Eve 1979? St. Mary's.
The North Oropouche Water Treatment Plant.
Absolutely correct. Well done. Now Alex and Jovan. This one's multiple choice. Please wait till I've read all the options at the end. Fill in the blank. In 1975, upgrade works at the Navet Water Treatment Plant led to an increase in water production from 6 million gallons a day to A, 25 mgd, B, 19 mgd, C, 30 mgd, or D, 10 mgd. Presentation College.
B, 19 mgd.
Absolutely correct. Well done. And now Kevin and Nicholas. Here we go. In 1973, WASA signed a $60 million consultancy agreement with Trintoplan for the development of which water supply project? Presentation College.
The Caroni water project.
Judges?
Well, I award 75 marks.
Okay, thank you very much. Well done, guys. Caroni Arena Water Supply Project. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of the first round. So without further delay, let's dive into round 2, the history of the wastewater sector. So once again, captains, Jonathan and Ranjiva. Here's your question. Multiple choice. Wait till I've read all the options. How many lift stations were included in the 1996 feasibility study for the rehabilitation of the country's wastewater system? A11, B21, C20, or D10? Presentation College.
B21.
Absolutely correct. Well done. And now Joshua and AJ. Multiple choice again. Which of the following was not included in the Greater Port of Spain sewage system study in 1998? A, recommendations for the treatment process to be used at a regional wastewater treatment plant. B, areas to be serviced by a new regional wastewater treatment plant. C, the most cost-effective location for a regional wastewater treatment plant. Or D, proposal for the rehabilitation of the Beetham Lagoons pump station and force mains. Presentation College.
A recommendation for the treatment process to be used at the regional wastewater treatment plant.
That is incorrect. Pass it over to St. Mary's now. Joshua.
D, the proposal for the rehabilitation of the basin lagoons, pump station, and force mains.
Also incorrect. B, areas to be serviced by a new regional wastewater treatment plant. And now, Alex and Jovan. Here's your question. In 1997, Trinidad and Tobago Water Services, TTWS Limited, outlined a project in Tobago to address the problems of wastewater collection, treatment, and disposal. What region of Tobago was the focus of the proposed project? St. Mary's.
Bukot, Strawberry.
Judges? There may have been a time issue there too, I'm not sure.
Could you please clarify?
Bukot to Strawberry. What do you mean?
We'll answer the question we passed.
Over to you, Jovan, of Presentation College Chaguanas.
The Boko to Strawberry and then extend to Plymouth. And reduce pollution, to reduce pollution from the Boko to Strawberry and then extend to Plymouth.
I'm sorry, that response is also incorrect.
Okay, we're looking for Southwest Tobago. Okay, so Kevin and Nicholas, you're up now. Multiple choice again. Wait till I've read all the options. What type of biosolids treatment is to be implemented at the Beetham Wastewater Treatment Plant? A, aerobic digestion, B, sludge incineration, C, anaerobic digestion, or D, mechanical thickening? Presentation College.
B, sludge incineration.
That is incorrect. Over to you, Kevin.
C, anaerobic digestion.
That is, in fact, correct. Well done. Well, the teams have tested their knowledge in the first two rounds, but there's still 3 more to go. We take a short break and come back with the scores. This is WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition, In the Know with H2O, 50 years and beyond.
So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the know with H2O. WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know with H2O. WASA.
Right now, we getting water all on the mountain top. You understand? Real water. Water you can make a big man cry then. You understand?
We are getting water on time. Water galore till it bursts in pipe. Thank you, WASA.
Thank you to WASA for the water that they ran on the hill.
WASA, celebrating 50 years of service.
When you waste water, you waste one of the most precious resources in the world by filling up the sink when we wash our dishes, taking shorter showers, and by fixing leaking water tanks. We can save millions of gallons of water every day and still get the job done. Remember, we need water because without water, your life will never be the same. Water, use only what you need. A message from WASA.
So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the know with H2O. WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know with H2O. WASA.
Welcome back to WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition, In the Know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. Coming to you live on CTV and ctntworld.com from WASA's Public Education Center, St. Joseph. Judges, the scores, please. St. Mary's College, 150. Presentation College Chaguanas, 375. Well, in round 3, The focus is on social, economic, and leadership impacts. Let's begin that round now with the team captains, Jonathan Rhodes of St. Mary's and Ranjiva Brijlal of Presentation College, Chaguanas. Here we go. What is the name of the procurement process launched in WASA in 2006? Presentation College.
The
Okay, judges are saying time is up, so we pass it over to Jonathan of St. Mary's. Judges? Time is up as well. Thank you both. The answer was e-auction. Now, Joshua and AJ. Name two companies that were shortlisted by the Public Utilities Ministry in 1994 in its search for a partner to manage WASA. St. Mary's. Time is up. We pass it over to Presentation College, Chaguanas.
Thames Water and Anglia.
Those would indeed be two of the companies listed. Well done. The others are Severn Trent, Compagnie Générale des Eaux, France, and Compagnie Lyonnaise des Eaux, France. And now, the next two contestants, that would be Alex and Jovan. Here you go. Which international organization sent a team to Trinidad in 1968 to coach and provide advice to the newly formed WASA? St. Mary's. Time is up. We hand it over to Presentation College, Chaguanas.
A team from the Pan American Health Organization.
Absolutely correct. Well done. And now, Kevin and Nicholas, it's your turn. This is a multiple choice question, so wait till I've given you all the options at the end. What year was WASA's head office complex at Farm Road, St. Joseph completed? A, 1965, B, 1986, C, 1972, or D, 1983? Presentation College.
A, 1965.
That is incorrect. Kevin.
B, 1986.
Also incorrect. The answer is D, 1983. Thank you both very much. Remember, both teams are competing for the final spot in the semifinals, which will take them one step closer to the ultimate goal. We're just past the halfway point. Now we look at WASA's future plans beyond 24/7 in 2015. And that starts now with team captains Ranjiva and Jonathan. Multiple choice again. Wait till I've read all the options. What will be the treatment capacity of the new regional wastewater treatment plant to be constructed in the Malabar catchment? A, 4.4 million litres per day, B, 40 million litres per day, C, 24 million litres per day, or D, 9.9 million litres per day? Presentation College.
A, 4.4 million litres per day.
That is incorrect. Over to Jonathan.
C, 24 million litres per day.
No, even more than that. The answer is B, 40 million litres per day. Well done to you both, though. Joshua and AJ. Another multiple choice. Wait till I've read all the options. Which of the following is a major wastewater expansion initiative to be undertaken through the Inter-American Development Bank, the IDB? A, integration of 8 wastewater systems in Maloney. B, expansion of collection systems and treatment facilities at Mayaro. C, integration of 2 wastewater systems in Scarborough. Or D, integration of 8 wastewater systems in San Fernando? St. Mary's.
A, the integration of 8 wastewater systems in Maloney.
A, integration of 8 wastewater systems in Maloney is absolutely correct. Well done. And now Alex and Jovan. Multiple choice. Wait till I've read all the options. Which new well was developed in Tobago at a cost of $3 million? A, Carnby Well, B, Bethel Well, C. Charlottesville well, or D. Louis D'Or well? Presentation College.
D. Louis Dorwell.
Absolutely correct. Well done. And now Kevin and Nicholas. Multiple choice. Wait till I've read all the options at the end. Which of the following pumping stations will not be decommissioned after the construction of the new San Fernando wastewater treatment plant? A. Gulf View, B. Pleasantville, C. Corinth, or D. Palm East? St. Mary's.
B. Pleasantville.
That is incorrect. Hand it over to presentation.
C. Corinth.
Also incorrect. The answer is D. Palm East. Thank you both very much. With only one round to go before we'll be the fourth final school to enter the semi-final round of the competition. Stay tuned to CTV, WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition in the know with H2O 50 years and beyond. We'll be back in a flash.
So if you're ready, show us what you know in the know with H2O. WASA, 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know with H2O. WASA.
I could wash, I could clean, I could do house chores and life better.
Red Plain can feel proud of its name now with a better supply of water from WASA. Thank you, WASA.
WASA, celebrating 50 years of service.
When you waste water, you waste one of the most precious resources in the world. By turning off the water while we brush our teeth and by using a watering can to water our plants, using a bucket to wash our cars, we can save millions of gallons of water every day and still get the job done. A message from the Water and Sewage Authority.
So if you're ready, show us what you know in the know with H2O. WASA, 50 years and beyond.
Thanks for keeping it here on CTV for WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition in the know with H2O 50 years and beyond. Only one round separates us from our 4th and final semi-finalist. Let's have a quick look at the tallies thus far. St. Mary's College 250, Presentation College Chaguanas 575. Now, moving right along, we enter the 5th and final round where students are free to collaborate with their respective teammates to come up with the answers to questions based on corporatization. Presentation College, you won the toss earlier and have elected to go first. So the first question in the team category goes to you. Good luck. Fill in the blank. The legal transformation of a corporatized utility changes the relationship of the blank to the blank.
Public to the corporatized entity.
Judges?
Could you please elaborate on your response?
Corporatization is basically the transformation of a government-owned entity into the purview of the Ministry of Municipality and legal identity.
Please.
Okay, let's directly pass the question over to St. Mary's.
Government-owned entity to the public-owned entity. Identity, sorry.
I'm sorry, that response is also incorrect.
The answer you're looking for is government to the utility or utility to the government. Staying with you, St. Mary's, though. Identify one of the factors that contributes to excellent customer care in a corporatized utility.
They view the customers as a form of generating revenue, so they tend to take care more of their customers.
Judges.
Yes, that is correct.
Well done. And the other options will be up on the screen for you to look at there. Have a look at those, and then on to question 3 now, back to Presentation College. What is the meaning of the acronym NRW?
National Resource Water.
That is incorrect. We pass the question over to St. Mary's.
Non-renewable water.
Also incorrect. The answer is non-revenue water. Well, we stay with you for the final question in the round. What is the meaning of the acronym WSS?
Water supply and sanitation.
Absolutely correct. Well done, St. Mary's. And that concludes the question and answer segment for the quarterfinal round 4. In a few minutes, we'll reveal the scores and find out who moves on to the semi-final round. More to come in WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition in the Know with H2O 50 years and beyond.
So if you're ready, show us what you know in the Know with H2O. WASA 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the Know with H2O. WASA.
In just 4 short years, the level of 24/7 water distribution has changed dramatically from 18% to an impressive 73%. The accelerated infrastructural development conducted across the country has ensured that many areas received water for the very first time.
Very happy when we got water for the very first time in life.
Thank God we get some water now.
Everything is a whole lot better.
Look, we get water in the pipe.
So happy. Words cannot express how happy we are.
Now I don't have no problem again.
Celebrating the joy now flowing across the country.
Informing and educating the nation, especially the young ones, about water, how it's won and processed, and how it should be protected are just a few of our major responsibilities here at the Public Education Center. The enjoyable learning environment, cultivating conservation habits, developing healthy relationships, and giving our public an appreciation of the environment in which we produce water. WASA's PEC, the region's only public education center on water.
So if you're ready, show us what you know in the Know with H2O. WASA 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the Know with H2O. WASA.
Welcome back to WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition in the Know with H2O 50 years and beyond. After 5 intriguing rounds of competition, let's find out who moves forward to the semi-final round and whose journey ends today. Remember, whichever one of you makes it through today, please note that you both made your respective schools very proud. Judges, the final scores, please. St. Mary's College 450, Presentation College Chaguanas 575. Congratulations to Presentation College Chaguanas, and well done, St. Mary's. Now that the quarterfinals are completed, here are your top 4 qualifying schools. St. Joseph Convent, St. Joseph, Vishnu Boys Hindu College, San Juan South Secondary School, and of course, Presentation College Chaguanas. Congratulations and good luck to all of you. As we go to special thanks to the judges for their dedication, I'm your host, Vernon Ramisar. Mark those calendars as we'll return on Tuesday, May 26th at 5 p.m. for semi-final 1 between St. Joseph Convent St. Joseph and Presentation College Chaguanas in WASA's 5th National Secondary Schools Quiz Competition in the know with H2O, 50 years and beyond. Bye for now, and thanks for viewing.
WASA, schools, are you ready? WASA, we in the know. WASA, we H2O. WASA.
WASA's 5th National Schools Quiz Competition in the know with H2O. WASA 50 years and beyond.
This year we talking history.
The history of WASA, the water and wastewater sector, and future plans.
WASA. So if you're ready, show us what you know. In the know with H2O. WASA 50 years and beyond. Hey, in the know with H2O. WASA.
WASA, water security for every sector. Deliver it, sustain it.